What's up, humans? How's it hanging? I'm the Nerdy Beard, and welcome back to World of Warplanes. And before we get stuck into today's video, just want to just say a quick sorry to everybody who has subscribed and is following the channel due to my lack of a video over the last week and a half or so. Things in the real life have been pretty crazy, but I'm really excited to get back into it today, and hopefully there will be plenty more content coming to you guys in the next little while, and looking to have a really productive Christmas break. Alrighty, with that little thing said, we will get stuck into today's video, and today I'm going to be featuring the Japanese A6M1 Zero, the Tier 4 Japanese fighter. And this aircraft, well, yeah, it was one of those ones where I thought I wasn't going to be overly good in it, because I always seem to find them and get a relatively easy kill. They're definitely, if one gets behind you, which I've said in a few other videos, you're in big trouble. So I was really looking forward to playing this line of aircraft for that reason, for the manoeuvrability. But I always found that it just seemed to struggle keeping up with some of the other aircraft, and especially, say, for example, if I was in the Spitfire and I saw a Japanese fighter coming through, I know I'd probably have a fairly easy kill. They're not really well armored. But I have to say, I'm very surprised with this aircraft. So we're just going to go just a quick look around, and it does look like a quite solid aircraft, and definitely getting a couple of those views when you do some of the turns, it does look quite good. So jumping into the service here, and everything is as per normal. I've got the universal ammunition loaded, and I have got the manual fire extinguisher, the pneumatic restarter, and control surface trim. I may think in the future of tweaking these a little bit, potentially putting a first aid kit in there in place of maybe a control surface trim. Because this aircraft, it is quite light and doesn't have all the hit points that some of the other tech lines do. So it might be worth investing in a first aid kit to get your pilot back in action and hopefully escape from a nasty engagement, rather than just being able to repair your wings, because by the time an enemy has gotten your wings damaged, you really don't have a lot of hit points left, and more than likely you're going to get destroyed. Okay, so jumping across into the upgrades here, and as usual, everything's been done for the video, and I have gone pretty much. It's pretty self-explanatory. There is only one upgrade for each of the modules, except for the machine guns. So you've got the two 20mm cannons, the upgraded airframe, and the engine. So I went the upgraded airframe, then the engine, then the guns, and very, very surprising package in terms of armament, this aircraft. It really does dish out the damage. And yeah, I was very surprised when initially, even with the tier 4 cannons, getting behind an enemy, and even the bigger stuff with the more hit points, this aircraft was easily able to take them out. So I was very impressed, and it was not long before I was really enjoying my time in this aircraft. Alrighty, as per most of my low tier stuff, I haven't got any equipment mounted yet. Maybe in the future, possibly from tier 6 onwards, but we'll see. So I'm going to jump into a battle, guys, and I'll catch you in a sec. Alrighty, guys, and we are in the game. So just 3 points in this map, and we're on the Scorching Sands Desert Wind map. So being a fairly light on armor and hit points fighter, there really isn't much point going to either of the missile bases. The anti-aircraft there will absolutely shred us. So you can have a look here. Reasonably quick for a tier 4, 290 at cruise speed. Does not like being high off the ground though. You can see there at about 1 kilometer off the ground, we're already into the yellow zone for altitude. So just going to come down just a little bit, but I'm thinking, where's my first victim going to be? Let's have a look. I think we're going for this guy here. Get in nice and close and watch these cannons go. Look at that. And just getting in behind, and excellent, secured the first kill. So you can see there that cannons dish out some damage very quickly. And actually pretty good on the heat as well. You get a lot more rounds than you would expect out of the cannons before you can no longer fire. So I'm just going to come in nice and close behind this guy, and let's see if we can do it again. And there he is. Alright, and check this out. Excellent, excellent turning rate. So definitely use that to your advantage, guys, when you're getting in amongst the fights. You probably want to be jumping in, firing off your cannons, and then pulling away, and then having another run. Probably not a good idea to stay in a straight line for too long, because once an enemy gets you lined up, you don't have the hit points. At 140 there, as you can see across the bottom of the screen, you really don't have the survivability to be hanging out for long periods of time in a straight line. So we're just going to see if I could chase this guy down and send him back to his spawn screen. As we come across here, don't want to be here for too long, just in case that AA is after me. But as you can see, look at those cannons doing their work straight away. Excellent armament for a tier 4 aircraft. And yep, time to turn. Oh, that was close. That'd be a little embarrassing to do that. Okay, let's finish him off and get stuck into the rest of the team over there. Alright, excellent. So that's our third kill for the game and 3,100. Oh, and there's the AI coming in, so let's get out of here. So as you can see what I said there, guys, the pilot's gone, and that was fire coming into the back of the aircraft as well. Oh, that wasn't very nice at all, and out. Alright, so perfect example of what I was mentioning there, guys. As soon as this aircraft is in someone's sights, it's over. It really does not have very good survivability at all. So perhaps if you're thinking about a strategy for this aircraft, it might be better to fly, maybe just have a look and see where your opponents are getting into the fights and see if you can jump in, assist them, and then pull away and then sort of do a loop and come back around. It's certainly not an aircraft that's good for getting in there and doing a lot of turns and being surrounded by aircraft of the enemy team. You're just not going to be able to survive with the limited hit points. So coming in for our second spawn, not overly happy that I got shot down there, but yeah, it happens. So we're going to see what we can do about taking this middle point again. So the defensive aircraft has spawned in, and it looks like they are taking the fight just off to the left there. So I'm probably going to come in across the water. It might be just a little bit safer for me to do that. We have this I-17 coming through. Alright, I think I might help my ally out down there. Ooh, okay, there's a Japanese aircraft. I know I can get him out pretty easy. Oh dear, someone's seen me. Alright, let's get some turning in. Oh, Bowfighter, that is not nice. That is really nasty. Welcome back to the game. Okay, I need to get out of here real quick. Let's see what we can do. Getting underneath him. Ooh, that was lucky. Now his tail gunner's probably got me covered here, so 3 hit points, I'm in a lot of trouble. 2 hit points. Oh dear, that is not good. Not good at all. Okay, and this little guy here is probably going to finish me off. Let's see what we've got. Yep, all done and dusted. Alrighty, well, it hasn't been an overly good experience so far. I've been shot down twice in about 2 minutes. It's a bit rubbish. Well, if nothing else, it's highlighting the fact that this aircraft really doesn't hold up very well. If anything gets it lined up, good night. Yeah, so I guess we'll just hang out here for another 10 seconds until we get in, and hopefully we can actually play some part of this game. And I will apologise for my voice as well. I'm a little bit under the weather at the moment. Everything, changing in temperatures. It's been hot and cold where I live, and it's starting to get to me a little bit. So bear with me while I try not to make any disgusting noises in the microphone. Alright, back in the game. Let's do this. So we've got the 6-second boost there. Not too bad. Yeah, you get a reasonable amount of speed up. But as you can see there again, this aircraft just has a really limited range of what it likes to be in. So it doesn't like to be too high, and it really doesn't like to go too fast. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's just the lighter airframe. This could be a result of being such a lightly armed aircraft, but yeah, not really sure. I'm not really sure on the history of this line of aircraft, so it might be worth looking into, I reckon. Okay, let's see if we can actually do some work here. Let's get rid of this guy. Keep cannons in. Nice and straight lines there. Thank you very much. You made that easy for me. Okay, let's see what we got now. I'm thinking this guy is our next victim. Excellent, excellent. Alright, come on, let's get around. Let's not get caught out in the open here. Whoa, 2 of them coming in. Might need to take at least one of them out, hopefully. Oh, look at that turn. Alright, that is, definitely one of the really big advantages. You can get right behind them very quickly, and even there, right up underneath it. Okay, so a little bit of trouble now, and there we go. The Dutch bucket has struck. Oh dear, what a great name. And yeah, you see it in the P-36. So that is also a very, very good aircraft. And with any luck, he's getting shot down. So unlucky you if that's the case. So yeah, we got a little bit of work done. Not too unhappy with that. It's just, yeah, it's one of these maps I think where the enemy are all sort of centered around that garrison there. There really isn't any point me going for the missile bases. I could take out maybe one of the heavies, but more than likely the anti-aircraft are going to absolutely hammer me. So I'm trying to stay around the middle there, and yeah, it's not really going well for me at this stage. But what have we got here? We've got 6,500, and we're ahead of most of the people in our team. So perhaps not the greatest of teams that we've found here for this video today, but I suppose they can all be awesome efforts. So I'm going to head over here and see if I can protect this base. I'm in a little bit of trouble if they're bombers or heavy fighters that can get up nice and high, but hopefully these are just regular fighters and I can get them out of here. Now that the score line has arrived, it is definitely a good time for these cannons to go to work. So we'll see what we've got. Probably a little bit too far away. Yeah, it's big stuff. Be a little bit risky attacking these guys, I think, but we'll see how we go. If this bow fighter turns away, which I think he is, we might be in with a shot here. Let's see if we can get stuck into him. Almost, almost. You're looking good. All right, let's start. Did a little bit of damage. Yeah, that was pretty inaccurate on my part there. All right, let's turn away. Okay, so capped that point. Not a good outcome, and there it is. That's unfortunate. That was a bit of a rubbish game, but you know, tier 4, it's kind of you either going to have a really fantastic win or you're going to get flogged. So yeah, I'll jump back into the hangar, guys, and I'll catch you there. Alrighty, and we are back in the hangar, and yeah, that was pretty rubbish. Unfortunately, that game was not the best to display much, except for the fact that the tier 4 Japanese aircraft can get shot down fairly quickly, and I'd put a lot of that down to pilot error, I reckon. Yeah, it's been a long couple of weeks in terms of real life. It's been a lot of hard work working in retail. It's very busy at the Christmas period, but yeah, not many excuses. That was just kind of rubbish. But yeah, a defeat, 16,700 credits, just short of 1,000 XP and 47 free XP. We did secure the Flying Warrior badge. We got a 1 rank and just the 2 chevrons there, so grade 4 fighter. So fairly average performance. We've got plenty of capture points there, up to 300, 6 kills and no assists. So whatever I was shooting at, it got the kill for. So yeah, that's alright. Not too unhappy with that. And yeah, look, the team didn't really do a whole lot. I think a lot of us spent a lot of time waiting in the respawn queue based on the fantastic scores of these two guys here in their tier 5s. And having a look here, our tier 5s. Yeah, they were definitely not contributing like the opposition tier 5s were. That's a fantastic scores. But yeah, it managed to secure the 2 chevrons and the most combat points for the team. So definitely potential. Everything with this aircraft, it happens very quickly. You've got a very quick turn. You get shot down quickly, but you can dish out that damage very quickly as well. And if you get into a situation where the enemy pilots are not really paying you much attention, you can definitely have a devastating impact on the enemy team. Unfortunately, though, if something big and heavy like a bow fighter is after you and manages to get behind you, well, yeah, you may as well jump out because that aircraft is going down. Alrighty guys, that's just about it for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you've seen, please give the video a like and don't forget to subscribe as well. I'll be bringing a lot more World of Warplanes content to you guys. And as we get closer into the Christmas break, I'll be bringing a few different games as well. I think it's time to start expanding the content of the channel. And I've had a lot of really good feedback from the guys that have subscribed so far and the guys that have taken their time to watch and like my videos. So I do thank you very much for your comments and please keep them coming. I have a great time making these videos and I really do enjoy getting feedback from you guys and having a good chat about Warplanes and any other random stuff that comes through. Alrighty guys, that's it from me. I'm the Nerdy Beard. Take it easy.